Hello, everyone. I'm Dr. Michael Carter, urologist and geriatric specialist with over 30 years of experience helping men safeguard their sexual health after age 60. Today, I want to address a topic that rarely gets enough attention, but is absolutely critical: masturbation habits after age 60. You may be asking yourself, why does something so private need this much discussion? Does it really impact my physical and mental well-being? The short answer is yes. Masturbation is far more than a release. It plays an essential role in balancing hormones, supporting pelvic blood flow, and keeping the prostate healthy as we age. Imagine this: across 4 decades, we've each witnessed countless changes. Our physical strength, reaction, speed, and sexual drive all shift. Habits formed in your 30s or 40s might have delivered maximum pleasure then, but once you hit 60, 70, or beyond, your body operates on a different rhythm. Nerve endings become less sensitive. Natural lubrication decreases. Many men face prostate congestion or inflammation. If you don't adjust your technique and frequency, old habits can cause discomfort, fatigue, and undermine your quality of life. Even more crucial is the psychological aspect. In our generation, sexuality is often seen as taboo, something to hide. That shame keeps many men from seeking information or discussing concerns with their doctors. The result, a cascade of silent mistakes, believing in myths like, the longer you retain semen, the stronger you get, or using the same aged-out technique that numbs sensation instead of enhancing it. I recall Mr. Thompson, a 68-year-old retired professor, who came to me complaining of pelvic tension and chronic insomnia. When I asked about his masturbation habits, he admitted he had abstained for a month, convinced that avoiding ejaculation would boost his health. Instead, he was left restless and sleep-deprived. After advising him to resume self-pleasure 2-3 times a week with proper lubrication and gentler techniques, Mr. Thompson reported, "I never imagined that simple balance would help me sleep soundly, feel more energized, and even improve intimacy with my wife." His story shows that masturbation isn't a guilty secret to be ashamed of, but a tool for self-care when used properly. That's why I've compiled 7 silent mistakes most men over 60 unknowingly make. Each mistake may seem trivial, but left unchecked, they can lead to diminished libido, infections, insomnia, or even erectile issues. In this video, we'll explore why familiar routines can become traps for an aging body. Share practical fixes you can integrate immediately into your daily life. Debunk myths about semen retention and help you find a balanced approach to pleasure. If you've ever felt frustrated, discouraged, or a bit uneasy thinking about this topic, rest assured you're not alone. Millions of men your age face the same challenges. And most importantly, it's never too late to make a change. Leveraging evidence-based insight and real-world experience I've gathered over 3 decades, I, Dr. Michael Carter, invite you to rediscover sexual wellness and pleasure in the second act of your life. Now let's move into part 2, where I'll reveal mistake number 1 and precise steps to correct it. Welcome back. I'm Dr. Michael Carter. In this section, we'll uncover the misguided belief that withholding ejaculation is a symbol of strength, an idea especially common among men over 60. On 1, the origin of a harmful belief. Ancient traditions across East and West regarded semen retention as a way to conserve life force, boost vitality, and even extend one's lifespan. Online forums propagate stories of masters of Qigong or yoga, touting the benefits of transmuting sexual energy, leading many to believe that denying release equates to supernatural power. 2, why this myth harms your health. For an aging body, prolonged semen retention can trigger a host of issues. Pelvic congestion, unreleased semen builds pressure in the bladder and prostate, causing discomfort and heaviness. Hormonal imbalance. Skipping natural ejaculation disrupts testosterone cycles, resulting in mood swings, irritability, or mild depression. Sleep disturbances. Many patients report restless nights when their bodies constantly signal the need to release. Strained relationships. Performance pressure saps desire and dampens intimacy with one's partner. 3, a real-life example. Mr. Martinez, a 72-year-old retired electrical engineer, fasted from ejaculation for a month, convinced that abstinence would sharpen his mind. Instead, he suffered chronic pelvic pain and insomnia. After advising a balanced routine, ejaculating once weekly with gentle techniques and proper lubrication, he experienced relief, less pain, deeper sleep, and renewed energy. 4. Balanced solution, moderate ejaculation. Rather than endless suppression, adopt the just right principle. Recommended frequency 1 to 3 ejaculations per week for men over 60 to stabilize hormones and reduce pelvic pressure. Relaxation techniques. Spend a few minutes on deep breathing and gentle lower back massage before climax to boost circulation. Adequate lubrication. As discussed later, a quality lubricant reduces friction, preserves skin health, and heightens pleasure. Listening to your body. In my clinical experience, every body has its own rhythm. Some men thrive on once-weekly release, others need twice or thrice. The secret is observation, heed signs of discomfort, or conversely invigorated well-being. Respecting these cues protects both physical and mental health. 6. A new perspective. Ejaculation as therapy. Imagine ejaculation as an exercise for your prostate. Just as walking stimulates leg circulation, moderate release flushes the pelvic microvasculature, helping prevent prostatitis and benign enlargement. The World Health Organization even endorses safe masturbation as part of holistic sexual health care. 7. Call to action. If you've hesitated or felt guilt around ejaculation, break free from the no-release myth. Start with 1 to 2 sessions per week and note how you feel afterward. Improve sleep, lower stress. Renewed libido. Track your progress and consult your doctor for personalized guidance. In summary, retaining semen indefinitely isn't a mark of strength. It's a silent culprit behind many health issues in older men. Change your approach today to reclaim safe pleasure and live more fully. Welcome back. I'm Dr. Michael Carter. Following our deep dive into semen retention in this section, we tackled mistake number 2, relying on the exact same grip motion and pressure every time. Think of your body as a finely tuned instrument. Repeatedly playing the same note eventually dulls its resonance. The comfort trap. Many men over 60 fall into the habit of using the same hand, applying identical pressure, and maintaining a fixed rhythm, a routine established in younger years, to save time or stay discreet. As we age, peripheral nerves lose some sensitivity, and the system adapts to this constant stimulation. Suddenly, the usual grip no longer delivers the same thrill, forcing you to squeeze harder or speed up just to maintain sensation, a sign your pleasure system's resilience is eroding. Consequences: numbness and disconnection. When your body becomes desensitized, the pleasure no longer arrives naturally, it has to be forced. Patients often describe upping the intensity. I have to grip harder. I'm rushing to finish only to feel hollow afterward. This mechanical approach not only undermines solo sessions, but also disrupts intimacy with a partner because your body has come to expect rigid, rapid stimulation, making gentle, nuanced touch less effective. Mr. Reynolds' story. I recall Mr. Reynolds, a 65-year-old retired executive who complained of dull sensation despite self-care 4 to 5 times a week. He proudly admitted, "I simply maintain the same teenage grip, then crank up the speed near the end." Upon evaluation, I explained that repeating this unchanged motion had trained his nerves to respond only to that exact stimulus, diminishing sensitivity to anything else. Solution: diversify your technique. To reactivate neural pathways and rekindle sensation, I recommended Mr. Reynolds try. Alternating hand switching left and right hand forces the brain to relearn the movement. Varying pressure from featherlight strokes to firm grips, unpredictably shifting intensity between slow and fast. Changing angles. Instead of a straight stroke, tilt your wrist 30-45 degrees periodically to engage different nerve clusters. Pause and squeeze. Pause just before climax, gently squeeze the base, then resume to heighten the next wave of arousal. Using aids, incorporate a soft silicone sleeve with textures or a gentle vibrating attachment to introduce fresh sensations. Benefits of variation. After just 3 sessions, Mr. Reynolds reported, "I can feel each stage building again, rather than blasting straight through. Even the lighter introductory strokes feel more intense than they did in my youth." Beyond rekindled pleasure, varying techniques stimulates dopamine, reduces stress, and instills anticipation for future sessions. Integrating diversity into routine. Create a technique menu. List 3 to 5 variations you plan to explore each week. Add mindfulness or music. Spend a few moments focusing on each sensation with a relaxing soundtrack, keeping mental distractions at bay. Translate to partner play. Apply these variations during intercourse to mutually boost arousal. The importance of novelty. Just as you wouldn't run the same route at the gym every day, your sexual self craves novelty to stay engaged. Think of each new technique like switching up exercises, different moves, target different pleasure muscles. By refreshing your stimulation, you prevent stagnation and keep the experience emotionally and physically exhilarating every time. Hello again, I'm Dr. Michael Carter. Having balanced frequency and diversified technique, we now turn to mistake number 3, rushing through the experience, treating masturbation like a speed race. Many men believe faster is better to save time or avoid detection. In reality, this haste robs you of profound layers of pleasure. The fast-paced habit. Since youth, many of us have sprinted to climax, hiding in the bathroom, racing against a ticking clock, or squeezing in a quick release before morning obligations. That pattern often persists into our 60s. However, this approach reduces masturbation to a single finish line rather than a continuum of escalating sensations. Consequences: shallow pleasure and disappointment. When you barrel toward climax, your body lacks time to transition from gentle arousal to deeper ecstasy. You can end up stuck at a plateau, an abrupt release, followed by emotional flatness. Over time, this can lead to feelings of frustration, disconnection, and even performance anxiety during partnered sex. Many of my patients report a lingering sense of emptiness after routine hurried sessions. The Davis-Carter example. I once counseled the Davis couple, Mrs. Davis and her husband, Mr. John Carter, both in their late 60s. Mr. Carter complained that masturbation left him drained and achy, while Mrs. Davis worried intimacy had gone stale. I suggested a paced breathing exercise. Inhale, 4 seconds, hold 4 seconds, exhale, 4 seconds before beginning. Within 2 weeks, Mr. Carter extended his session length by 30% and rekindled enthusiasm in the bedroom. Mrs. Davis exclaimed, "It's as if he rediscovered himself." Solution: slow down and practice mindful touch. Intentional breathing. Pause for 30 seconds, close your eyes, and take deep breaths to center your mind. Segment your session. Divide your routine into 3 phases: warm-up, 20%, build-up, 60% climax, 20%. Don't skip early stages. Deliberate touch. Spend at least 60 seconds on each phase, focusing on the quality of sensation rather than speed. Soundscapes. A slow-tempo instrumental playlist can guide you into a more leisurely pace. Benefits of slowness. By truly listening to your body, you'll discover overlooked pleasure spots. A millimeter's change in pressure can activate dormant nerve endings. Slowing down also engages the parasympathetic system, lowering heart rate, releasing muscle tension, and paving the way to deeper sleep rather than a fleeting rush. Daily practice suggestions. Schedule me time. Commit at least one 15-20-minute slow play session per week. Lights off, phone off, full presence. Journal your experience. After each session, note, how did today's sensations differ? Which phase felt most alive? Use a mirror. Observing yourself can reveal unnecessary movements and inspire more refined, mindful touch. The essence of mindful pleasure. In my lectures, I emphasize pleasure isn't just about the destination, it's about the journey. When you race against time, you miss the rich emotional arcs from a gentle warmth to a powerful crescendo. Mindful pleasure reconnects you with your body and reminds you that every moment of self-care deserves attention and reverence. Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Michael Carter. In this section, we'll dissect mistake number 4, too many men limit stimulation to the penis, overlooking a wealth of nerve-rich zones across the body. Why just the penis? Since adolescence, we've been taught that pleasure is centered on the penis, where the anatomy is most obvious. In youth, quick reflexes, thicker skin, and hypersensitive nerves made single-point stimulation sufficient. But as we age, subcutaneous tissue thins, circulation slows, and nerves throughout the body dull if repeatedly ignored. Consequences of monotony. Overfocusing on a single spot risks diminished variety. You might wonder why your inner thighs, chest, or neck feel dead when in truth they've never had the chance to awaken. Mental disconnection. Your brain becomes habituated to one pattern, so shifting to new areas can feel awkward or flat. Mr. Whitman's story. Consider Mr. Whitman, a 70-year-old retired pilot. He complained of a lack of spark even though his wife remained affectionate. When I asked about his routine, he admitted, "I just stroke the head up and down 5 minutes and I'm done." I encouraged a full-body exploration, light fingertip circles on inner thighs, gentle sweeps across the sternum, and slow strokes along the nape. Initially embarrassed, Mr. Whitman soon reported, "I never realized my chest and neck were so sensitive. A comforting warmth washed down my torso. It made me feel decades younger." Solution: map your body. Identify hot spots. Inner thighs, lower abdomen, nipples, nape of the neck, especially the perineum. Each area boasts dense nerve clusters awaiting discovery. Multi-zone massage. Apply a thin layer of lube. Use fingertips for circular motions, 30-60 seconds per region, varying pressure from light to moderate. Temperature play. Pour a few drops of warm water on your lower belly or apply a warm damp cloth, then switch to a cool cloth. Temperature shifts awaken dormant nerve endings. Sound and imagery. A slow instrumental track or sensual imagery engages your mind, amplifying body-wide arousal. Benefits of a whole-body approach. Mind-body connection. Listening to your entire body rebuilds neural pathways, reduces stress, and boosts dopamine. Deeper pleasure, multi-zone stimulation transforms masturbation from a single finish line into a rich extended journey. Localized injury prevention. Distributing stimulation reduces repeated pressure on the penis, protecting sensitive skin and tissue. Improved sleep quality. Full body relaxation activates the parasympathetic system for deeper rest. Routine integration. Create a map note, 3-4 body areas to explore each week. Split your session. Spend the first 5 minutes massaging multiple zones, then focus on the penis for the last 5 minutes. Invite your partner, talk openly with your spouse, and explore together, enhancing intimacy and mutual understanding. Conclusion and call to action. If you're still zeroing in on the penis alone, step outside your comfort zone next time. Listen to every flutter, every vibration across your body. You'll uncover a world of pleasure you never knew existed. This isn't just about sex, it's about comprehensive self-care and lifelong discovery. Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Michael Carter. In this section, we tackle mistake number 5. Many men over 60 skip lubrication during masturbation, often out of pride or embarrassment. Yet this omission quietly destroys pleasure, damages delicate skin, and dulls sensitivity over time. Why men skip lube? In my 30-plus years of practice, I found 2 main reasons. Natural pride: I did it fine without lube in my youth, so I still can. Embarrassment: fear that a partner might discover they use accessories, or feeling that lube isn't manly. Long-term consequences: avoiding proper lubrication leads to skin irritation. The thin mucous membrane of the penis can develop micro tears, folliculitis, or infections. Reduced sensitivity. Constant high friction forces nerves to become less responsive, pushing you to squeeze harder or speed up. Pelvic and groin discomfort. Persistent strain can inflame muscles and impair local circulation, causing soreness after each session. Colonel Franklin's story. I once saw Colonel Franklin, a 69-year-old retired officer. I was too proud to buy lube, he confessed, so I tried saline instead. It still felt dry and stung. He resorted to tighter grips, leading to redness and pain. When I introduced a mild water-based gel, just a pea-sized amount, his eyes lit up. One dab of this changed everything. No more burning, far smoother, and I don't have to squeeze so hard. Solution: choosing and using lube properly. Water-based lubricants ideal for sensitive skin, non-irritating, easy to wash off, and safe with toys. High-quality odorless formulas. Steer clear of parabens, high glycerin, or strong scents that can cause yeast infections or dryness. How to apply? Prime: first dispense 1-2 ml onto the glands and spread evenly to let it absorb. Reapply as needed. Pause. If friction increases, add a drop or 2, then resume. Keep within reach. Store lube bedside or in a pocket for uninterrupted sessions. Outstanding benefits of lubrication. Enhanced pleasure. A smooth glide allows gradual arousal, leading to richer, more controlled climaxes. Skin protection minimizes tears and irritation, keeping the penis healthy. Energy efficiency. No need to overexert, maintain a steady rhythm, reduce fatigue, and extend duration. Emotional connection. Without worry of stinging or pain, your mind relaxes, deepening mindful enjoyment. Practice integration. Maintain a lube roster. Keep 1 tube of water-based gel by the bed in the bathroom or in an underwear pocket. Test and find your match. Try 2-3 reputable brands to discover your preferred feel. Consult a professional if redness or itching persists. Seek medical advice for a suitable product. Call to action. Ask yourself why endure discomfort and force when a small amount of lube delivers profound difference. Starting today, arm yourself with quality lubricant and reclaim the pleasure you deserve. Caring for the little guy is caring for your overall health and quality of life. Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Michael Carter. In this section, we'll tackle mistake number 6, feeling guilt and shame about masturbation, a powerful psychological barrier that can derail any progress you make. The roots of shame. Most of us grew up in cultures that treated sexual self-pleasure as taboo. Parents and schools often avoided the topic or issued negative warnings, labeling it immoral or wrong. These early messages embed in our subconscious, linking pleasure with guilt. Psychological consequences when guilt surfaces. Interrupted experience. Shame triggers flight responses, mid-climax cutting sessions short and leaving you unsatisfied. Performance pressure. You rush through to hide it further, degrading quality. Chronic stress and anxiety. Lingering shame elevates cortisol, disrupting sleep and day-to-day mood. Eroded self-confidence. You avoid discussing concerns with your partner or physician, isolating yourself from vital sexual health care. Mr. Benson's story. Mr. Benson, 66, sought help for chronic insomnia. After a physical exam, I asked, "Do you masturbate?" He admitted yes, but I always feel guilty afterward. His shame led to brief sessions, followed by restless nights. We discussed how guilt spikes cortisol, preventing deep sleep. I encouraged him to keep a non-judgmental diary noting feelings before, during, and after, paired with affirmations. This is self-care, not wrongdoing. Within a month, his sleep normalized and he woke refreshed. Solution: reframing the mindset. Redefine the act. View masturbation as self-care like yoga, meditation, or exercise. It relieves stress, balances hormones, and supports mental well-being. Judgment-free journaling. Record thoughts and emotions surrounding each session to identify shame triggers, then replace them with positive affirmations. I deserve to relax. Mirror affirmation. Before starting, look in a mirror and say, "I am caring for my health. There is no shame." This practice reinforces self-respect. Selective sharing. If possible, discuss with a trusted partner or healthcare professional. Sharing lifts the burden of secrecy and strengthens intimacy. Complementary relaxation techniques. Mindfulness meditation. Focus on breath and bodily sensations to prevent your mind from escaping or criticizing. Therapeutic music. Gentle instrumental tracks help dissolve negative thoughts and promote emotional flow. Handwritten therapy. Write a letter to yourself about embracing your body and your right to guilt-free pleasure. Benefits of overcoming shame. Complete experience, free from fear. You fully embrace all stages of arousal without skipping any part. Improve sleep and mood. Lower cortisol, boost dopamine and serotonin, leading to deeper rest and stable mood. Sustainable sexual health. When masturbation is destigmatized, you gain confidence in partner intimacy, fostering deeper connections. Call to action. If guilt or shame still lingers, start with a simple step today. Write 5 positive affirmations about your right to self-care. Repeat them in front of a mirror whenever you need release. Over time, you'll notice a mental liberation, turning private moments into a sustainable source of positive energy. Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Michael Carter. In this final section, we'll cover mistake number 7. Many men over 60 cling to old habits, unaware of the wide range of pleasure aids specially designed for their stage of life. Overlooking these tools not only makes solo sessions less satisfying, but can also strain your hands and reduce overall pleasure. Why men avoid toys. 3 main barriers deter men in their 60s from using aids. Ego and masculinity. Belief that my own hand is enough and using devices signals weakness. Lack of awareness. Unfamiliar with products suited for an aging body. Resistance to change. Sticking to traditional techniques rather than exploring new options. Types of aids and their benefits. Soft silicone sleeve, ergonomic fit with internal ribs and beads mimicking natural textures. Gentle on sensitive skin, reduces hand fatigue and diversifies stimulation. Mini vibrating device, palm-sized adjustable intensities ideal for the glands or perineum. Activates nerve clusters beyond what hands can reach. Penis ring vibrator, worn at the base to trap blood flow, intensifying erection and prolonging pleasure. Perfect for those needing extra support and sustaining arousal. Glass or hard silicone stroker, smooth internal canal for a firm, consistent grip. Durable, hygienic, and easy to clean. Simply apply lube and slide on. Remote control gadgets. Allow you or your partner to adjust vibration modes, adding surprise and strengthening emotional connection. Mr. Green's story. Mr. Green, 67 and a retired accountant, once admitted, "I thought my hand was enough, but afterward my wrist always ached, and the feeling was lackluster. I introduced him to a silky silicone sleeve in a mini vibe. On his first try, he lubed up, slid on the sleeve, and activated the lowest vibration. 2 sessions later, he exclaimed, 'I never knew pleasure like this. My hand got a break, and the waves of sensation were incredible.' Choosing the right aid. Safe materials opt for medical-grade silicone or tempered glass free of toxins. Adjustable intensity, start at low levels and gradually increase as comfort grows. Ease of cleaning. Look for removable parts that wash easily with warm soapy water. Ergonomic design handles should be slip-resistant and user-friendly for less nimble hands. Outstanding benefits. Reduced hand fatigue. No need for constant gripping or repetitive motions. Multidimensional stimulation, vibrations, rotations, and squeezes create a richer experience. Enhanced blood flow. Rings and sleeves support consistent circulation at the glands. Novel sensations stimulate underexplored areas, reigniting curiosity and excitement. Mental uplift. Trying something new boosts mood, reduces stress, and rekindles fun. Incorporating aids into your routine. Start small, select one tool, and dedicate the first 2-3 sessions to gentle exploration. Combine with lube. Always pair with a water-based lubricant for smooth glide. Track feedback. Note differences in sensation each session to fine-tune intensity or motion. Partner involvement. If comfortable, invite your spouse to join in control or observation to deepen intimacy. Call to action. You don't have to cling to outdated habits until your hands tire and your pleasure plateaus. Embrace simple, effective technologies tailored for your age. Today, choose one aid, give it a try, and rediscover powerful, safe, and fully satisfying pleasure like never before. Congratulations on joining me, Dr. Michael Carter, through 8 in-depth steps to uncover and correct 7 silent masturbation mistakes for men 60 plus. Now let's recap our journey and issue a call for a true mindset shift to revitalize your sexual well-being and mental health. 1. Recap of the 7 core mistakes. Excessive semen retention. The mistaken belief in energy storage causes pelvic congestion, hormone imbalances, and chronic stress. Repeating the same technique and pressure monotony dulls sensitivity, forcing you to grip harder or speed up for relief. Rushing the experience. Treating masturbation like a race steals the full spectrum of pleasure and leads to emotional letdown. Focusing solely on the penis, ignoring nerve-rich zones, inner thighs, chest, neck, perineum, creates a narrow, potentially damaging routine. Avoiding lubrication. Pride or embarrassment leads to friction injuries, skin damage, and reduced pleasure over time. Guilt and shame. Cultural taboos interrupt satisfaction, elevate cortisol, fuel anxiety, and undermine confidence. Ignoring age-appropriate aids. Overlooking sleeves, rings, and mini vibrators causes hand fatigue, limits variety, and keeps you stuck in old patterns. 2. Reflecting on the path to change. Each mistake arose from outdated beliefs or entrenched habits. From Mr. Thompson's pelvic tension due to extreme retention to Mr. Whitman's whole body awakening, every example shows that a small adjustment, whether a drop of lube or a simple device, can be transformative. 3. Mindset shift from shame to self-care. Technique matters, but mindset is paramount. From guilt to self-care, view masturbation as therapeutic, akin to meditation or exercise, because you're honoring and listening to your body. From resistance to embrace, welcome lubrication and pleasure aids instead of avoiding them, recognizing they support your evolving needs. From monotony to exploration, turn every session into a journey blend, mindful breathing, whole body stimulation, and playful experimentation. 4. Comprehensive benefits of the new mindset. Physical health, hormonal balance, tissue protection, enhanced pelvic circulation, and reduced risk of prostate issues. Mental vitality, lower cortisol, higher dopamine and serotonin, improves sleep quality, clarity, and reduced anxiety. Enhanced intimacy. Freedom from shame fosters open communication with your partner, leading to deeper emotional and physical connection. Greater life satisfaction. Better sexual health energizes all aspects of life, fitness, hobbies, social engagement, and more. Safari-was. 5. Take action today. Don't wait another day to begin. Audit your current habits. List your frequency and techniques, identifying which mistakes you'll tackle first. Create a personal plan. Pick 2-3 key changes, such as adding lubrication, diversifying technique, or selecting an aid, and commit to a 2-week trial. Track your results. Journal sensations before, during, and after, noting improvements in sleep, mood, and pleasure. Consult a professional, schedule a check-in with your physician for tailored advice. 6. Connect and share. Share your journey with trusted friends, your partner, or reputable health forums. When we demystify male sexual pleasure and health, we build confident communities of men, 60 plus, who enjoy vibrant, fulfilling lives. 7. Final affirmation. You're never too old to reclaim joy in private moments that bring relaxation, exhilaration, and deeper self-connection. As I've emphasized, sexuality at any age is integral to holistic health. Make each session an opportunity to celebrate pleasure, assert your vitality, and honor yourself. I'm Dr. Michael Carter, wishing you tremendous success on your journey towards sustainable sexual wellness. Begin today and embrace the best version of you.